All right, welcome to RockStarter. It's Tim Charron. I am here with my main man, Kevin Herchen. He's back. He's back with us from last year. Big winner in Rhode Island of the road shows. What is the name of the road shows? Big contest that you won?
Big Break contest.
The Big Break, sponsored by Cardi's.
That's right.
Right. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And let us know what you've been doing and how things are going with your career. I know, last time we spoke. Actually, last time we spoke was at the Washington County Fair. But last time we talked about your career and what you were doing and where you wanted to go was probably almost like a year ago. So I'm interested to hear everything that you've been doing.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's good to be back. Good to see you. Since the road show, actually, I just recorded a video promoting the next season of the road show Big Break contest. So you can look for that online on my Facebook account, my website. We updated. It's basically just promoting that you could be the next winner of the road show Big Break contest, like I was last year.
Awesome.
So since then, I'm just branching out, trying to get bigger and better venues.
Yep.
I formed a band. We started a band, just really in its infancy right now. So, but by the summer, should be out and about at, like you said, Washington County Fair and Indian Ranch, and we hope to have a lot of festivals, a lot of outdoor festivals.
Cool. Yeah. So this is stuff that we had talked about before, and I was trying to help you with, helping you go in the right direction. And this is great. This is part of the whole RockStarter thing. What we're doing, we're offering coaching and consulting. So you're kind of, I'd like to consider you a success story so far.
So far, yeah, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, because basically, so that people know, for the past few years, you've been performing all over the place and doing tons of shows, doing tons of solo acoustic shows, right?
Correct.
And then when you and I spoke last about your career, you wanted to, we kind of came up with the idea like, hey, maybe you should put together a band, go for the festivals. So it's awesome to see that that's exactly what you're doing. And you're working with a bass player in front of ours that played in my band for a few years, Mr. Matt Ezek, so that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, and to that point, you and I had spoken about forming a band. Now, I did a solo show at the Hard Rock Cafe in Boston. It was a showcase, music showcase, and there were probably 20, 25 solo or bands that played, and there's no winner, but they have like a finale round where if they so choose, they can call you back up for an encore. Yeah. And I was one of two bands that back up. So, and I was the only solo artist that made up. The other one was a band. So
nice.
Yeah, it was great. It was really a nice pat on the back. And then I got to speak with Albert Cook from Universal Music.
Yep.
And Def Jam Records, and that's one of the things he said. He was impressed that I wrote my own songs and that he really liked the songs. But one of the things was you got to have a band.
Yeah.
Got to have a band. You want to play larger stages, venues, and people need to hear you as a band and market you that way. So
right, absolutely. I mean, I think it's just the perfect thing to do in the evolution of your career, and like I like to try to coach people to let them know, that you're only as big as the stage that you're on. Your the perception of how big of a show that you're playing it means a lot, to people, to fans. So if you have a great band and you're playing on bigger stage, and you can work your way up, of course, to bigger stages, then it's only gonna, your image and your career is only gonna grow bigger and bigger because people want to, big shows want to book people that are doing big shows, so it just perpetuates itself. And and it's always amazing and fun to me, to write goofy little songs in my bedroom and then take these simple songs and bring them to great musicians and just hear what they add to it and feel it full band and then bring it out to the public. That's a blast.
It is an amazing experience, yeah. because it all of a sudden becomes real. It's like a real song. It's like, yeah, this was just a couple chords and me singing, and then all of a sudden, yeah, people add their flair to it. You know, I'm in the studio, you know, and recording a full band song, and the, you know, slide guitar and the drums kick in, and all of a sudden, you know, it's real. You know, it's great. It's great.
Awesome. So what else is going on?
Still playing at Twin River since I won the road show big break contest. That was one of the prizes, is that you get to play at Twin River Casino in Rhode Island.
Nice.
And so that's a regularly booked gig now. So that's nice. That's a good stage, able to reach, you know, a lot of people that I wouldn't normally reach, because it's not a bar, you know, it's a casino.
Yep.
So it's great. You know?
And another thing I just want to I don't know if we went over it before, but I just want to mention to people that are watching that do what you do and what I started doing. We kind of started our careers the same way. You know, I played 5 billion solo acoustic shows, and so have you. And then you kind of build it and what I call leverage your way up. You know, and I just think that it's what you're doing is such a great way to do it, because I tell people, you know, if you can play solo acoustic, number one, go out and make money. You know, make money playing solo acoustic, and then you're playing these long sets, and you have to learn a lot of material, and you just get better and better and better. You know, playing 3 hours, 4 hour sets, and yeah, you know, you might not want to necessarily be playing in bars solo for the rest of your life, but it's one of the best things that you can do to get to the next level.
Right.
You know, and I also believe that in my experience, you know, playing solo acoustic, you kind of can't hide. So when I go on stage in front of, you know, a few thousand people on a big stage with a kick-ass band, that's easy. You know,
finding that's what I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. You know, I like them both. There's such two different worlds, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, acoustic, stripped down, and then, you know, with the band, it's, you know, it's more lively, it's upbeat, it's kicked up, and then you can explore a little more. You can play when you want to play, you know, and it's great, you know?
It gives you a little more freedom, and more freedom to perform and stuff like that. But, you know, doing the solo stuff is what I really think makes a big difference between, you know, really developing yourself, as an artist, and developing your talent to do that. Because, you know, if you're playing full band shows, but you're only doing it, you know, a couple times a month, then as opposed to supplementing it with all those solo acoustic, you just get better and better and bang on your craft and work on your craft, and you can't help but become really good if you're doing that. So many shows.
Yeah, I'm doing about 4 or 5 a week now. In the summer, it's like 6. Well, yeah, now it's like 4 a week, but in the summer, it's like 6 a week. So, you know, that's going to change with the band. You know, we'll just supplement, like you said, we'll add in some band shows that way. But we really want to limit it to the best band shows we can have. You know, we're not just gonna play, you know, wherever we can play. We wanna make it count. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, and definitely. You know, my advice is to leverage what you're doing by on social media and definitely on your website. You know, when you guys get the one show on a pretty nice stage and that looks good, you know, definitely get as much video footage and photos and put that out. You know, that's what I did. I started my very first band show was at JR's Mardi Gras, and I put everything into it. I spent so much money. I got a great backing band, the Ragged Impresarios out of Boston, all Berkeley guys. I literally, it was a Thursday night, and I had to force them to let me go in and do a free show. I didn't get paid. I paid my band a lot. You know, I wanted to pay them well because they're great. And I invited everybody that I'd ever met in my whole life. Yeah. They had like tickets, you know. Yeah, I literally got people's addresses, like 100 people's address, and mailed out each ticket to people. to get them to come to the show, and then we like broke the record for Thursday night, and then the rest was history. But we took all that the video and the photos and we splashed it around everywhere, and then just kept doing that every time we had a bigger show. We that's what we put out instead of smaller stuff.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's our plan.
Yeah.
That first show, make sure it's all set up that way. First or second show, whatever it is, and just plaster that everywhere with video and photography. Just
Yep.
totally. Yeah. So I'm also
Cool.
actually last night I was in Boston at Lorettas. Last call.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just talked to Erica this morning.
Erica, yeah, she's great. Yeah.
Yep.
Erica Dorsey, and
I was just, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just telling on the last video that I did, the last interview that I did, I was just telling people, whoever's watching, if you're in Boston and you love country music, you have to go to Loretta's because it's the best bar for country music in the Northeast.
I
Absolutely.
totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It's like you transform and you are transported, I should say. When you walk in there, you're like, you feel like it's the closest you're going to get to, Nashville or down.
Yeah, it might as well be like, they might as well just name the road it's on Broadway, because
Right.
it's just like being in a Nashville honky tonk. It's awesome.
Right. Yeah. I say that same thing. If you like it, you got to go there because it's, food, music, atmosphere, everything as far as country goes. So
Yep.
yeah, I try to go there as much as possible, especially with New England to Nashville, that organization with Matt Casey.
Matt Casey, my boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. So last night we had Writers Night. And,
Oh, nice.
Songwriters Night, yeah, and that was awesome. It was one of the best ones. We had a great group of people, and so that I do that at least once a month. And with the full band now, I want to get in there and play a show there too. So that's on the list too.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great place. I mean, I don't play many bars, and I don't. Of course, I do it on purpose. I definitely, I'm very happy with the festivals that I've been playing, and but Loretta's was the first bar that I played in years, and it turned me back on to playing like great bars.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, they
that's
got a great sound system, great stage. So it's more than just a bar. I mean, I know what you're saying, but yeah, it's a nice musical venue, especially when you say it's one of the few that has good country music around there. It's not like they're everywhere, So it's a limited venues. So that's a good place to play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a great. It's like a crazy concert venue. I tell people it feels like the old Nirvana video where like the crowd is like they're just nuts and they're all like right up in your face for hours, and they're raging, like screaming and singing along to every word. I mean, it's a blast. Yeah, so cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to be, to get in there and start tearing that place apart.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the other thing that's on the horizon is I'm going to Nashville Spring Training. The Songwriter NSAI has
No
a spring
way.
training. Yeah, I'm going in April. So that's the first week of April, and
Dude, I know a bunch of people at NSAI that I can hook you up with, so that when you get there, you'll already know them.
please do. Yeah, I mean, I know you helped me out last time, and I went down to Music Row and I talked to them at that time.
Nice.
So that was great. But yeah, so now it's the Songwriters Convention or whatever it is for the first weekend of the month, and stoked about that.
Awesome.
It's going to be a great learning experience. Just try to be a sponge and suck all that up.
Yeah, and when is that?
When you said?
When? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first. It's April 8th, I want to say.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. You definitely want to talk to Misty. Do you know Misty Meese?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, she's one of the directors at NSAI, and then hopefully Lance. Do you know Lance Carpenter?
I've met him once, but he wouldn't know who I am. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's there because I did a songwriters advanced song camp or something like that, and Lance was there helping out and stuff, and he actually had a party at his house one of the nights, which was really cool. He's
And you did a
amazing
big bill with
dude.
him.
What's that?
You did a video like this with him, right? I just saw that.
Yeah. Lance Carpenter. If anybody watching doesn't know, he's a songwriter. Has a #1 hit with Kelsey Ballerini, and yeah, I did an interview with him on RockStarter, and that's on there. So definitely check that out. But he's amazingly talented and like the coolest, nicest dude in the world.
Yeah, I met him at Lorettas, actually. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's like a big teddy bear. He used to play football in college.
Oh, no way.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Any names, contacts, whatever you can give me, because I'm excited to go down there and, like I said, suck it up and you network the heck out of it, and just talk to everybody I can. So.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
So yeah, that's on the horizon in April.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much for being with us, and we're definitely going to be keeping track of what you're doing, and if anybody watching is interested in coaching and consulting, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but you can see how well things are going for Kevin after I've been trying to help him out and work with him since last year. So I'm excited that you can hopefully continue to be a success story for what we're doing, and thanks for being part of it, for being on and telling everybody your story, and definitely see you this summer.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thank you very much. Oh, and real quick, tell everybody where they can find you.
Absolutely. KevinHerchen.com. It's HERCHEN. KevinHerchen.com. I'm also on every social media device you can think of, so find me there. KevinHerchen.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tim.
Bye.
Appreciate it.